Happy Sunday, guys. What's up? Welcome into a very big Daily Juice podcast with me, Matt Perrault. This podcast always being found on BettingPros.com. You can follow BettingPros on Twitter at BettingPros. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. We have got a ton of stuff to get to here on this podcast and for today. All right. So first and foremost, great day. If you don't have a BetMGM offer, why not get $150 in free bets from BetMGM? $10 bet with the promo code JUICE150 when you sign up for a new account with BetMGM or BetMGM.com. We have got video for you on YouTube, audio, wherever you get your audio podcasts. And this is the last Sunday with more than one game. It's insane we've gotten here, but this is Championship Sunday. All right. This is when, if you want to get a little crazy, if you want to bump up things a little bit, I personally flat wager, but if you want to have more prop bets than normal going, feel free. I am probably going to have 3 prop bets on each game going, which I will give you guys on the live stream, on the YouTube live stream coming up at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. This morning on a Sunday for you guys to get a hold of what prop bets I'm betting. Fade or follow, do what you want. But normally I do 4 a weekend. I'll do 6 because it is Championship Sunday. Now, I've already given you one of the plays, and I gave it to you in the Discord channel for Chiefs and the Bengals. Okay, I think it's a numbers play for me. 34-31 was the first final score between Bengals Chiefs in Cincinnati. Okay, I think 7.5 was the number, and I gave it to you guys in the Discord channel at plus 7.5. That was the move. It opened up at 6.5, went to 7, went to 7.5. If you're wondering where the pros are on this game, they're on both sides. They came out and took 6.5, and then on Saturday afternoon, or Saturday morning, really, they took 7.5. Okay? Look, it's just too many points, okay? In a championship game setting, it's just too many points with Joe Burrow and this passing attack and what everyone just is assuming that this KC Chief defense is not going to get torched again. Now, KC was up big in that game. There's no debate in that, okay? 21-7, they had a big lead, and it was like, oh my gosh, I was on the Bengals, okay? I bet the Bengals all year long, except for last week, where I didn't back the Bengals. Shame on me. Look, if I go down betting on Joe Burrow, I'm totally fine with betting on Joe Burrow, going down betting on Joe Burrow. Do I think they win the game? No, I don't think they win the game. But I do think 7.5 is too many points. And I do think that the Bengals have a chance, if not to be in the game late, but to backdoor it. I think it's very, very possible. It's a championship setting, okay? I think it's absolutely possible that we're talking about a drive late in the game, up by 10, Kansas City. We get a late field goal or something, late touchdown, whatever it might be, and we cover the 7.5 points. To get to a 2-score game, we have to kind of think that the Bengals are going to go under their team total of 23.5. Man, I can't see that. And the team total of 30.5 for the Chiefs, I also can't see that. But this is a championship game, and I'm always petrified of totals. I do have a play, though, on the totals in a second I'll give to you guys. But personally, I'm betting Bengals plus 7.5 for Joe Burrow and Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon to keep up, okay? Do I think their defense, the Bengals defense, will slow down Mahomes? No, I do not. Is it more than likely the Chiefs are going over their team total? Yeah, more than likely they're going over 30.5. So what do I need out of the Bengals? I need the Bengals to score at least 24 points. Do I think the Bengals can score 24 points? Can they lose 31-24? Like right on the number? 55? Total is 54.5? Can it be right on that number? Yeah, I think it's right on the number. That's what the books are basically projecting here, right? 7-point win here. And if you bet it late, you got 7, okay? There is a chance that on the live stream, I will do a teaser, okay? There is a chance that I'm going to take the Chiefs down to -1, but I'm going to wait to see if by some way the number crashes to 6.5, the opener for the KC Chiefs. I don't think that's going to happen, but I would love to be able to pull it down to a half a point and just have it KC minus a half a point and then take the 49ers at plus 3.5. Maybe it gets to 4. I don't know, before kickoff. Maybe it goes to 4, and then we can tease up to 10. And it's San Fran plus 10, KC minus half a point. That's the ideal teaser. Now, we'll talk about that during the live stream a little bit, but that's a bet I would eyeball and I'm going to watch, and I might very well get into it. But 1 unit plus 7.5, it's gone. Told you to bet it yesterday. I said, grab it. BetMGM had it at minus 120. Jumped on it. Cincy plus 7.5, 1 unit minus 120. Okay. Second bet, San Francisco plus 3.5 up against the LA Rams. Look, in the playoffs, I try hard not to get too crazy and overthinking things because it's hard to beat a team 3 times. Actually, it's not hard to beat a team 3 times in the postseason if you're better than that team and you have a fundamental advantage over that other team. And that advantage is Kyle Shanahan knows exactly what McVay is going to do. And they stop the run. They make it about Matthew Stafford and say, you know what? You need to run the football to keep Matthew Stafford from making a mistake. And Matthew Stafford, I think, makes mistakes, okay? He's a gunslinger. He wants to fire the ball around. Everyone's singing the praises because of the throw he made to Cooper Kupp, which was an incredible throw. But look, this is Kyle Shanahan, who has done an incredible job both against the spread and straight up beating the Rams. The number's 3.5, okay? You give me more than a field goal either way, and I'm taking the dog, okay? In this matchup, it's a 3-point win one way or the other, all right? It's plus 3.5. Do the Niners have to run the football to win the game? Yes. Do they also have to throw the ball to win the game? Yes. Does Jimmy Garoppolo have to be really effective throwing the football? Yes. Does Deebo Samuel have to be a monster part of the offensive game plan? Yes. All right. Someone, Kittle, someone else has to step up and have a monster game for the Niners. Probably will be Kittle. Okay. Get him the football over the middle. Exploit the safety problems that the Rams have been having. Don't let Aaron Donald eat, okay? Don't let him go and disrupt and cause turnovers and cause problems, okay? Look, it's a 3-point win one way or the other. I don't know who wins this game. I can see the Rams winning, 100%. Can also see the Niners coming out and winning outright, 100%, okay? For me, it's a numbers play. Plus 3.5. Kyle Shanahan's run on McVay. I don't mind Jimmy Garoppolo. Plus 3.5, 1 unit, San Francisco to maybe not win the game, but to lose by 3 or less against the Rams. 1 unit, all right? And I've got one more bet to give you, okay? I have gone back and forth on both these totals, okay? To be honest, I think the first game goes over and the second game goes under. But I'm not sold on it, okay? I'm not 100% on either. I've done a really poor job on totals this year, okay? But it's hard to see Bengals and the Chiefs going under 50 points. It's just hard to see it. It's at 54.5. I'm going to tease it down to 48.5 and bet over, okay? Just get me to 51. Feels like that's the number, that 51. The opener was 50.5. It feels like 51 is a pretty safe number. You know, key numbers for totals, 41, 44, 51, 54. Okay, it's over 54. That's why it hasn't gone higher, because there are people betting the under at 54. So it gets to 51, and then it goes under, right? So I'm going to go to 48.5, and I'm going to bet the over, all right? Now, the late game, the total is 46.5, right? Let me double check on this, making sure I'm giving you the right numbers here, because it's always a little funky. Let's see. Okay, so the total is 45.5 at the moment, okay? I'm going to tease this up to 51.5 and take the under, okay? I'm going to kind of go back. The opening number was 46, I believe, right? And now it's gone down a little bit, so we're going to tease it back up over 51, which is that key number again. Get over 51, and I'm going to tease and go to the under for 1 unit. All right? 2-team, 6-point teaser to the totals. I haven't made this bet this season. I haven't teased totals at all. A lot of people will tell you that teasing totals is stupid. and maybe I'm making a stupid bet. Wouldn't be the first time. But the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm so close. To me, it's just such a close I think both numbers are right. So if I can move both numbers and pull down to 48.5 and go over in the first game and then go under 51.5, I'm going to do it. Minus 120, 1 unit, going over in the first game, under in the second game with teased totals here for 1 unit. All right, so those are the 3 1-unit bets that I have got going. Bengals plus 7.5, Niners plus 3.5, and a total teaser over in the first, teased to the over, teased down to go over, and teased up to go to the under in the second game. All right, minus 120 on the teaser, minus 120 at plus 7.5 for the Bengals. So will I tease? Maybe. Like I mentioned, we'll wait and see what the numbers do as we get closer to kickoff on the live stream. Then I'll give you 6 player props coming up here on the live stream, quarter unit each, but there's a bunch to get into. I'm not always great on props, but hopefully I'll have a nice little run here. We've done okay down the stretch with player props here for the NFL. Let's see. I forget if we've updated that or not for player props. Let me see real quick, because the math, I think we were fixing the math on the player props to see where I am on the postseason in 2022 for NFL player props. Yeah, we haven't really updated. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it says I'm 14-17. I'm not positive that's right on player props. That might be right, but I don't think that's right. I think it's missing a week. And then 14-11. I mean, amazingly enough, in 2022, I'm 14-10 according to our sheet. 58% hit rate, up 2.7 units, which is pretty decent. So far in 2022, I am flat. College basketball, I'm 6-8, but I'm 7-0 in college football. NBA is kind of a wishy. Yeah, we've only done about 10 bets in the NFL, nothing too great. Just a couple of bets in MMA. So we're still pretty young here in 2022, but pretty much flat for the year money-wise for 2022. So let's see what today does, okay? This is a big day. It's a big championship day. I'm super excited. The live stream's going to have a bunch of stuff to give you guys coming up here, and let's see what we do. Live betting, in-game opportunities will be there. You know, if you get off to a slow start, if the total drops down, you may be coming and jumping in the total. If KC gets off to a big lead and you get Cincy like plus 10, plus 14, maybe you jump in on that, given Joe Burrow's comeback potential. If the Bengals go up and the number goes with plus money on Kansas City, maybe go in there with Kansas City. Same thing could be said with the Rams and the Niners. There's live betting opportunities going to be happening all throughout the game. I'll be on the Discord channel with you guys. If I see anything I like, I'll tell you. If I'm telling you I'm going to take anything, I will tell you. But going in, pre-live stream bets, 3 of them. Bengals plus 7.5, Rams plus 3, over 48.5, under 51.5 in the 2 games from a total perspective for a 6-point teaser. My name is Matt Perrault. I'll talk to you on the live stream later on today for the Daily Juice and Betting Pros every morning. It's the Daily Juice podcast, always being brought to you by BetMGM.